So you were diagnosed 22 years ago.
Yes, yes.
Regarding your diabetes.
Yeah.
At that time, what type of information was available to you?
I didn't have much information.
Okay.
The doctor told me I had diabetes, then after he referred me to a diabetic doctor.
Okay.
And the diabetic doctor is the one that tell me what I should eat and what I shouldn't eat. But, I didn't have much information at that time.
Welcome to the Green Table Talk. I am your host, Jennen Johnsen.
So, welcome to the Green Table Talk. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. Now, just to let our audience know, you are my Auntie Cyslyn, and you have diabetes.
Yes, I do. I have type 1 diabetes.
Type 1. So, according to the Diabetes Canada website, just to explain to our viewers, diabetes is a disease in which your body either can't produce insulin or can't properly use the insulin produced.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And so there's approximately 11.7 million Canadians living with diabetes right now. And according to the same website, Diabetes Canada, 8.5% is South Asian communities that has diabetes.
Right.
8.1 is the African, Caribbean, or Black communities, and 4.3 is the Chinese communities. So, before we dive too much into this, let our viewers know a little bit about you. Who's my Auntie Cyslyn? Let them know, your hobbies, what you enjoy doing, just all that good stuff.
My name is Cyslyn McCalla. I am married for 23 years now.
Long time, very blessed. Congratulations.
And I have 3 kids and 3 grandkids. I just had my little granddaughter, which I was dying for.
Congratulations.
Sophia.
She's gorgeous.
Sophia.
Yes.
Yeah. And I like to read the Bible.
Yes.
That's one thing I like doing, reading the Bible, spending time with the Lord.
Of course. Of course.
Beautiful. That's what I like to do.
Okay. So, you have diabetes. How did you find out that you had type 1, you said, correct?
Yeah, type 1 diabetes. I went to the doctor, and the doctor took blood tests for me. Mm-hmm. And then afterwards, when I came back, he said I was on the borderline of diabetes.
Okay.
And what I have to do, I have to watch what I eat.
Okay.
And I went back in a month or 2 months' time,
Mm-hmm.
and he told me I have type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes.
Type 2, okay.
So, and he put me on metformin, which is something that you use for, a pill that you use for diabetes.
Okay,
right?
okay.
And I have diabetes now for 22 years now.
Wow, okay.
Yeah,
Controlled.
Yeah, it's controlled.
Okay.
It's very controlled.
Now,
at first, when you have diabetes, you start it off with, it makes you want to eat more and more and more. You feel so hungry, like you ate something now,
yes.
And the next minute you want to eat and you want to eat and when you eat.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so that's it.
So what made you feel something was wrong? Like, why did you go to the doctor to begin with? What was it that?
I went for my regular checkup, and
they saw it.
Yeah,
the blood work,
yeah,
gotcha,
yeah.
okay.
It's not because I knew of it before, but he was my regular checkup, and then he found out that.
Okay.
And he told me that.
So what are your side effects of diabetes? I know you said it makes you feel like you want to eat a lot. Anything else? Like, did you feel?
If my blood sugar is low, right, I feel weak.
Okay.
And if it's high, I feel dizzy.
Okay.
If it's weak, I will have to take some orange juice plus some sugar with it. And then afterwards I go lie down. And it's the same thing with if my blood sugar is high, what I do, I drink a lot of water.
Okay.
But the water brings the diabetes down. I drink a lot of water, and then afterwards I go lie down.
What about like foods? Like, is there anything that you could eat that will help keep the diabetes down, or is that?
No, because the fruits have a lot of sugar in it.
Okay.
So you have to, because the diabetes is sugar, so you have to watch that.
Okay.
You can eat it, but you have to not eat a lot.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You have to watch what you eat.
Gotcha. And what about like cooking? Like when you're making food, I know we're supposed to stay away from salt and all that other stuff, but do you have to pay extra attention to that? Like, make sure you don't.
You definitely have to, because with salt now, I don't use salt. I have a seasoning that has salt in it, so that's what I usually do.
Okay.
You cannot eat white rice.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Yeah, the white rice it raises your blood sugar, so you always have to eat the brown rice. In the Trinidad, what we used to do, we used to have cooking chicken. We used to brown the chicken.
Okay, yes.
So now with sugar. So now I have to stay away from that now, and I have to put the chicken in the oven now.
Okay.
To do that.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know you had to stay away from white rice.
Yeah, definitely,
Wow.
definitely. Anything is white,
Okay.
you got to stay away from that.
White bread
yeah.
and all that other
Yeah.
Wow.
You gotta use whole wheat bread. Yeah.
Okay.
And the cereal is always whole wheat and everything. Always nothing but white. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What about your support system? Like diabetes is something big, that's something that you have to manage on a regular basis. So what type of support system do you have?
My doctor sent me to a diabetic clinic.
Okay.
So then afterwards, when I go there, she kind of guides me. She wants to know what I'm eating, what I had for the week.
Okay.
And then she guides me, to what I should eliminate and what I should do and what I should do with eating.
Okay. How often do you go to the diabetes clinic?
Once a month.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, because
Okay.
my diabetes is very controlled. But when I first started off, I had was to go 3 times a month.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
And it's now down to
Yeah.
1. That's very
so
good.
because the reason why 3 times a month, so then after they could guide you to tell you what to eat and what not to eat, what to drink and what not to drink. So, but now because it's well a little bit in control now.
Yes.
So I only just go once evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you recall a time where, because of the diabetes, something really bad, like something went wrong? So whether you felt lightheaded, I don't know if you're on the subway, for example, and you almost passed out, or something like that happened.
Yeah, I remember I was home on a Sunday. I was dressing to go to church, and then afterwards I felt really weak. And
Were you by yourself?
Yes, by myself.
Wow.
And then afterwards, I went and I tested my blood sugar, and my blood sugar was 2 point something. So that was really low. And I was that weak, and I didn't have any orange juice with me.
Wow.
So I had to call my son because my husband, I can't remember where he was, but I had to call my son, and then afterwards they came over, they bring the orange juice, and by that time I was feeding on the sugar just to get there. So the next thing I do, you can have chocolate.
Okay.
If it doesn't have the
Orange
sugar,
juice.
the orange juice or the sugar, you can do a little chocolate, not much, just a
Okay.
little chocolate.
Just enough to get
Just to get
that
it, just to
boost,
get it up.
basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you need to get it up. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So you said that your diabetes is well controlled.
Yes.
You said your numbers were 2 points.
Yeah, it was low. It was really low that morning.
So what's the opposite for you? So when it's like, what's too high for yourself?
It's too high. It's 8.8. Anything after 8. Anything
Okay.
over after.
And that's when you feel.
Yeah. My head. Yeah.
And in that situation, same thing. You take orange juice and just
No,
press yourself.
that
or?
if it's too high, you just drink some water,
Okay.
and then
Flush out your
afterwards,
system.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Because when it's low, you want to build your sugar up, and when it's high, you want to bring it down. So then afterwards, you drink the water
To flush your system out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For someone who just found out that they have diabetes, they were just recently diagnosed, what type of advice or type of information would you provide to them?
What I could say to them, follow the doctor's instruction. That's only I could say, follow the doctor's instruction, because I might be able to take something and then after it wouldn't work for you.
Yes.
But follow the doctor's instruction and make sure the doctor get you in touch with a diabetic doctor
Okay.
to help you first,
Gotcha.
because they will be able to lead you in the right way, or it gets worse.
I think you're doing a great job. I think that looking at you, you don't look like there's anything wrong, diabetes or otherwise. You're beautiful, you're glowing. And I thank you very much for being on the show today. I greatly appreciate that.
Well, I thank you for having me, my niece.
Of course. So we usually at the end of the show, we do our nugget of knowledge. And that's where I just give a piece of advice or something to inspire, uplift our guests.
Okay.
And today my nugget of knowledge is based around your situation. And it's basically, don't let your circumstances determine your life. And that's exactly what you've done.
Yeah.
You're diagnosed with diabetes. You didn't let it hold you back. You
No.
didn't let it bring you down. You're the one that's in control. It's not
Exactly.
diabetes, not the other way around. And thank you very much for showing everyone that this is something that's completely manageable.
Exactly.
Right?
It is.
So, Thank you very
Just follow
much.
the doctor's advice.
Yes, listen to your doctor.
Exactly.
Exactly, listen to your doctor. Thank you very much for being here, Auntie.
You're welcome.
All right, you take
Okay.
care.
All right.